Alright, so yeah, let's get into Skyrim mods and the load order. So yeah, I'm just going to run through it. Tell me what I got wrong. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Let me know if you like it, you hate it. So yeah, just let me know. So let's go. Unofficial Skyrim. Yeah, this is just a patch. If you noticed on my Fallout one, I don't have that. It's because for whatever reason, I was at a point that was conflicting and I was getting stuck in the load screen. And I found if I disabled my Fallout patch, it worked. So yeah, I have it for Skyrim. I haven't had any issues, but I don't have it for Fallout. But yeah, obviously, general recommendation is why it's always at the top, because it is one of the better ones. And yeah, grab it if you don't got it. But yeah, that's basic patch. And this gets into the dancing. I guess the dancing mods you need at the very top. They don't allow you to combine them all, so you have to just go through and do one at a time. So yeah, on that one I filmed the other day, I had to go through and just redo each time I wanted to get a different dance on a different lady. So yeah, dance is not much to say about those. Craft everything. I got this because I just want to craft everything. I don't want to go through. I've already played the game a couple times. I don't want to go through building up my crafting stuff. So there's a couple crafting mods I have. But yeah, craft everything. It also allowed me to craft some outfits that I wasn't able to craft at the time. Yeah, it's a basic one. I really like it. So yeah, motion sickness be gone. I like this too. It disables the camera sway, especially when you're pulling out your sword. I really don't like that. But yeah, this is a great mod. Really simple, really small. And it basically just, it helps. For me, I like it. No Radial Blur. It's another performance one. Basically just gets rid of any blur effect, including from death cam, kill cam, or anything. So yeah, I'm not a fan of motion blur. I don't hate it. I like the ability to turn it off and on. And so yeah, I tried to just get rid of any kind of blur I could, as well as it generally boosts performance. So yeah, this is probably going to be a little quicker video than my Fallout one, just because I haven't spent 2 years playing Skyrim mods like I had with Fallout. So yeah, my experience is way less, and I don't have nearly as many. And so yeah, we'll see how long it goes. So yeah, Divine Cities, I really like this one. It basically just changes some of the different places, changes the way that you remember them, and it doesn't tell you exactly everything, but it basically kind of on the right side description, it kind of is like a story, like, it's been years, let me tell you what they've done. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's been so long since I played, I can't really tell a ton of the difference, but I decided to get it. It's only 732. Divine Forest changes up the forest so that each forest has its own kind of unique groves with new wildlife, flowers, and insects. I love this one. Yeah, because versus Fallout's kind of like a wasteland. This is a beautiful, rich world, and I love to try to create as thick of a environment as I can. You'll see as we go on, I have a couple more, but yeah, it just basically just makes the trees a little more divine. Now, I really like this one. It adds a few villages sprinkled throughout just to make the map a little beefier, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I like having new places that I haven't seen before, and there's some really cool ones too. This was when I first started, just messing around with different walks, trying to figure out to get the girly walk. I think this one works alright. For whatever reason, I kept it on, never got rid of it, but I've been using this girly animation since then. It's pretty much the same as the Fallout version. I like it. The way their arms sway when they run's a little goofy, but you get used to it. Crawl on all fours. Yeah, instead of a weird crouch, this will crawl on all fours. So yeah, if you watching that earlier Skyrim video I had, that's basically what they were doing, why they were looking like that, just crawling on all fours. Optimize armor and weapons. Yeah, I'm all about trying to optimize and boost frames. So yeah, this basically just reskins and retextures all the vanilla armors and weapons, and supposedly corrects some smaller DXTI compression, whatever that is. And yeah, it seems to work. My game is still kind of crashing from time to time. I'm having some issues, so I know my load order isn't perfect, but I'm getting there. And yeah, it seems to work pretty well. I wish it was a little smaller. It's almost 100 megabytes, kind of big for something like that. But yeah, next goes into the same kind of deal. It's optimized clothing, just the same kind of retexture. It seems to work with the all-in-one clothes replacers. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe that's why my game crashes from time to time. See, for me, my game crashes most of the time when I'm fast traveling, and it's most of the time when I fast travel to a city. So that's been making me think this Divine Cities premiere might be part of the issue, but I don't know. I'm going to screw around with it, try to figure it out. Alright, Els Eye Candy Remover removes eye adapt speed blooms and blur from game to provide FPS boost. Again, just another booster. I like it. I don't like any blur. I try to get rid of any of that blur. So, alright, so another booster. Yeah, I think I have more FPS mods on here than I did on my Fallout. We'll see. So it eradicates FPS vampire drainers that are the ugly effects of Skyrim by going into the mesh file itself. So yeah, I don't know anything about that. Apparently there's some stupid coding program. Shocker, who would have guessed that? And yeah, so of course a modder fixes it. Thank you, modder. And here's another booster. The mod lowers the resolution of rain, snow, and leaf particles to improve performance. Yes, little things like that. The moving of trees, moving of grass. Grass itself is a FPS killer. As you'll see, we'll go down. I have some grass negotiators. Pixel reducer reduces the mesh size of grass, trees, clutter, and ambient. See, I don't know if these all are actually working together, but it feels like they do. It feels like my game is really smooth. I like how smooth my game is. A light object shadow remover. So yeah, there's tons of small little objects that you're never going to see the shadow. Why do they have shadows? It's just creating more lag. So yeah, there's another slick little mod to get rid of that. A demystifier. It removes most mist from the game, and it says most. I cannot get rid of it all. I cannot find a project fog out equivalent. Gets rid of every ounce of mist and fog. But for whatever reason, there's still mist and fog, even when I use this. But it works. It gets rid of most of it, like it says. Alright, next, interior and dungeon fog remover. Again, just boosting the FPS. I don't need the fog down there. It's like, whatever. Another booster. This is for towns, apparently. I don't know exactly. Let's see if I can scroll down. I can't remember why I got this. I think it's just because it's a TLS one that has FPS on it, because all these other ones, I think that's why I downloaded it. I don't know if that one's actually working. Faster loading in FPS. This one seems to work. It honestly seems to work. The initial load up when I get in the game is kind of long. And but once I get into a city and I go, like, let's say I'm in Markarth, and then I go into another door, another building, the inn or something. When I leave the inn and go back into Markarth, it does seem faster, honestly. Could be me, could be placebo, but it does seem to work. I like it. I recommend it. Next is the No Sun FPS. So yeah, this, I believe, yeah, it gets rid of a light radius and greatly increases frame rate. Yeah, there's a sun and movement and grass and stuff like that, and it just adds, and mist, it adds all this unnecessary. It looks kind of prettier, but honestly, when you kill it and get rid of it, you don't even really think about it and notice it. So, but what you will notice is a smoother frame rate. Oh, underwater grass. Here's another great one. Why put grass underwater? Bethesda. Doesn't need to be. So yeah, it kills all the grass underwater, increases frame rate. Guard torch remover. This is a nice one too. Guards walking around all the cities, they'll not be carrying their torches anymore. Light is another thing that kills frame rate. So yeah, this kills it. If you download it and use it after going to the major cities, it won't work. I already went to a couple of the major places, but the majority I didn't go to. But it works, and I like it, and it does help frame rates because light kills frames. Falling leaves. It's another tiny one, small detail. You don't notice it once it's gone, and it helps with frame rates. Just gets rid of them. It's amazing how much there is extra in the game that it does add to the immersion, but also when you remove it, you don't even realize it. You don't think about it. You don't notice it, but you do notice those smooth, buttery frames. Okay, another one. Yeah, I got it. I got a lot of stability mods on this. So yeah, this guy I mentioned is he lagged a bit when he was in caves and dungeons. There's a particle and smoke effect. Came up with an idea on how to remove it. So yeah, it basically removes the particles and smoke effects in the caves and dungeons, and thus giving you more frames. So this crash preventer, I think I unchecked it. These are unchecked at the time, this uncapped FPS and this one. I think I was messing around, I'm having a problem, a couple of things. I'm having issues with my game crashing when I go to major cities, and just recently I made it so I cannot use the blacksmithing station. So yeah, there's a few things I've just been messing with, but yeah, apparently Oh, this is why I have it unchecked. It's foot sounds. Apparently, according to this mod, one of the main things that crashes the games are footsteps. And I tried it. It just sounds really weird. I like having a light footstep. So I decided to keep the chance of crashing. But apparently this will prevent it. But yeah, here we go. So uncapped. Oh yeah, I tested it. It works. And the reason I decided not to is because of the frame rate change. I'd rather have a stable 30 versus a 60 that'll drop down to 20 or something like that. So it works. It's not bad, but I was just testing it out. I kept it on for whatever reason. Less grass. There's a few different versions of this. You're basically chopping grass down and adding frames. Wet and cold. Now this one might add more frame rate problems, but I like it. And the main reason I like it is because of the cold breath of air that players and NPCs will exhale when they're in the cold areas, as well as drips. There's some cool drips and stuff. It's a nice mod. I like it. Dynamic camera. So yeah, I believe this is what I've been using to kind of switch around. It's not as precise as the Fallout version. There might be another one. Again, I'm not an expert on this stuff yet. But yeah, it basically makes it so you can change the camera from left to right, up and down and stuff like that. It doesn't seem as precise with the Fallout one. You can literally adjust it one notch at a time and get the exact height or on width or whatever you want. But it works. It works for me for now until I get things more squared away. The teeth of Skyrim. Yeah, this is just a nice little mod that adds a little more detail to the teeth, make them look a little more realistic, and yeah, I like it. It's complements, if you look on the right, the CC's immersive mouth and teeth, and that's pretty sure the one I have on Fallout as well. So I don't know if I have that on this one. I don't think I do. I was getting into the vampire section of the game, and yeah, I just decided to look at some mods to see if there was any cool vampire ones. Proper aiming. I like this. It basically helps with the crosshair, aiming with bows. Yeah, it should go towards the crosshair and not miss the targets aimed at. Yeah, it's another one I really like. And next, realistic conversations. Yeah, this one's cool because, yeah, just like it says, there seems to be a gap when people are talking, a pause and stuff, and it just makes it seem unnatural. And this basically just kills that gap and makes the conversations more realistic. It's a small, tiny mod, and it does add. I like it. Simple action, sit, lay, sleep. I haven't used it too much actually, but I have it for when I want to use it. It basically just allows you to do other kind of animations around the world. Torchbearer. So yeah, it basically makes it so the torch burns forever. Yeah, I think it's good for like if you want really super realistic and survival, but honestly, when I'm just exploring a dungeon, I don't care. So I used this for a while until I got the idea. I was thinking, man, I'm really tired of looking at that torch in my hand, and I thought it was going to be next. There's another light mod I'll get to, but to that I replaced the Torchbearer, but I kept it just in case I want to hold the torch. Yeah, diverse creatures and bosses. It now adds some new enemies as dire wolves, giant forest Asprigan, giant frost shock flame Atronach, new name bandits, dragon Dramora, wolf packs, giant Hagrifin, spider guardian, and so on. Yeah, just add some creatures. Nothing too fancy. Really tiny file. I really like ones that can change the game, especially something pretty drastically like this that is only 100 kilobytes. I mean, come on, that's great. Alright, so yeah, some magic, Apocalypse. This adds 155 new spells. It's actually way cool, and I don't know it that well. I've only played with it a bit. I'm not as magic focused. My very, very first playthrough years ago was like entirely magic focused. I'm doing some magic and some sneaky stabby stuff. So yeah, I haven't fully got into it, but I just like the idea that there's a lot more magic. The Miracle of Flight. This one I have not got to try out yet. This is one of the newer ones, and I completely forgot until recording this right now that I have this. Yeah, I was thinking this might be a way to make some cool cinematics and stuff like that, so I haven't got to try it out yet, so I don't know exactly how it works and if it works. It adds 3 modes of flying transportation: a flying carpet, Hethos floating disc, and a Dwemer conveyance. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but it sounds awesome, and I can only see it being really helpful for filming. So yeah, free crafting. This ties into, see, my load order is way messed up. I don't think I have things as organized. I have to have like the clothes and the body and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know if I should be putting things up higher, lower, stuff like that. All right, so yeah, free crafting, self-explanatory. Don't have to pay for anything. Really nice. horse camera tweak. Yeah, basically just changes the camera. I like it. I always thought since the very first time I played it on Oblivion, I always thought the camera and the horse just felt a little off. This tweaks it. I like it. Also has a lady on a horseback. Can't beat that for a thumbnail. No camera fade. Pretty slick for when you're wanting to get up close to your lady and see her face or whatever body parts. Yeah, the camera won't fade out. So yeah, it's a really nice one. This one I really like. More kill moves and decapitation. Basically, my lady's going around stomping mud holes in everybody and walking them dry. Yeah, I really like this one. Self-explanatory. Immersive wenches. This adds more ladies around that you can actually follow you around. You got to kind of sweet talk them. Some of them won't actually follow you. I haven't quite figured it out, but yeah, it seems like it's kind of like a little mini game, and some you can offer money and stuff, and yeah, just adds more ladies in the world. You'll find that theme as I'm going through the rest of this. More ladies. Zero weight ingredients. This one just makes sense, especially, I mean, if you're playing super realistic, it's not going to help, but for me, it's my, I think, 4th or 5th full playthrough now, and I don't want to deal with any crap on the side. I don't want to deal with having to go through my crafting again. I don't want to deal with crazy weights for something like carrying around flowers. So yeah, that's my reasoning behind getting that one. Thieves wear Thieves Guild armor. I really like this one. It just makes more sense, and they look snazzy, and plus the female thieves will be wearing at least in my game, the overhaul of the clothing, so they look a little slutty. And yeah, Pandorable NPCs. It's a very massive one, 295 megabytes. I wish it was smaller, but it's pretty much worth it. It makes the NPCs much better looking, and it will make certain NPCs gorgeous. And yeah, I don't want to do any spoilers, but yeah, there's some beautiful ladies with this one. I like it a lot. Now we're getting into some companions or followers, and yeah, this one's pretty slick. It's a 3-pack for 55 megabytes, and 2 out of the 3 ladies in there, the blonde on the left, the redhead in the middle, I like a lot. The brunette on the right's alright, but yeah, it's you basically get 2 companions, for me at least, that's how I picture it, 2 companions for the price of 55 megabytes, and I like them both. They're both cuties, and yeah. Then we'll go into some other followers. Some of these I have only for the clothes. Right now I have this Lady Antonia as in my order just because I like the outfit. So she's wherever she is default. I think it's Windhelm Stables. And yeah, it is. Location Windhelm Stables. And yeah, so she's just sitting over there minding her business in her skivvies because I have her outfit on one of my other ladies. And a lot of this is going to be like that. This lady I don't have yet. A lot of my companions or followers I don't actually have following around with me. I have a bunch of them just waiting around wherever they're sitting. So yeah, she's a cutie. Kind of looks like a little anime girl. Princess Sully. This is another one where I use just the clothes. She's a giant thick elf lady, and she's kind of goofy looking in the face, but I like her outfit, and the outfit gives you the Nephilim body as well, so I use the outfit. And let's see, Elizabeth Standalone. I was just testing this one out. It's a super small, 6 megabytes. You can actually call her forward and then dismiss her, so she doesn't have to always follow you around. She's alright. She's not terrible. Asher's, I don't think I've checked this one out yet. I have a couple new ones I haven't got to check out. I got it mainly because it's a female. She looks kind of cute, and it's a small megabyte file. So again, with this one, I haven't got to check her out yet. I don't even know where some of these are. Does it say? Oh yeah, she's in the Grey District of Windhelm. So yeah, sometimes these come with clothes as well, so that's another reason I wanted to see if they come with any special clothes. Usually the smaller ones don't. You'll see here, like this one, she comes with an outfit, so she's 67 megabytes. Lady Antonia comes with an outfit, so most likely these ladies don't. But yeah, I just got them because I like to have a bunch of ladies in my game. Another one, Asher's Keely the Fireblade. I'm not sure if I got to check her out yet. She definitely has an outfit for 85.51 megabytes. Yes, I love this lady. Her name is Elwyn or something. Oh man, they have a cutoff on the main thing. It's like Elwyn, I think it is. Anyway, yeah, she's a cutie. I like her a lot. She's only 3 megabytes. She's kind of an elven cutie girl. So, I like these two. There's a 2-pack for $13.54. I've used them both in my dance videos, and I also used this lady, the elven lady. And yeah, it's there's an elven with this one and a human, and yeah, they're both beautiful. Lisa, the Fallen Paladin. I haven't got to check this one out yet. I haven't tried it out. This one's recently downloaded. I'm wondering if some of these newer ones I've downloaded. Yeah, here's another one. Will be deleted. Shinobi Follower. It doesn't list where she's at, so I don't know where she is, and I think the reason why this individual says it's going to be deleted is because of the outfit, and that's why I downloaded it. I'm yet to find her, and I'm yet to find this lady either. Haven't tested her out. So yeah, Serrano Revamped. It's one I've been using. There's a couple of them. Oh, I guess I deleted it. I had a couple of them. I think this is one of the better ones. It's basically just a new face for Serrana. And here's a new outfit I haven't got to try yet. Sage the Purge Follower. And yeah, she comes with some outfits. She looks beautiful. I haven't got to try it out yet. I'm going to soon. This is the illegal version apparently, or something. For whatever reason it got deleted, but this is really close. It's a little different. There's some differences, but a lot of them are the same. Outfit replacer of the one that I've been using and the one I used in the dance video. Well, not some of the outfits in the dance video are some of these ones from earlier, and some of them are the replacer, which is the next one down. I just kept it up because so I can have it if I want. It's less megabytes, and I do actually like a couple of the outfits better, but then I like a couple of the outfits better in this one. So I have them both. They're both the same thing, except like I said, there's some slight variations, and this one was removed for whatever reason. And Diono Armor is a nice one. If you can see there, it's got some skimpy outfits. It's really just one outfit with a few different colors, but I like it. Nothing too fancy, nothing much to say about it, except it's a beautiful one. And we get into Crescent Marauder. This is a really skimpy one. It gives the ladies a smaller body, so if you're rocking the thicker girl, she'll be a little less thick, but she's beautiful. And the Amelia outfit, it's a Squirrel Girl style outfit, which you can wear the shirt only, and then she'll just be wearing her skivvies underneath it, and I really like that. So yeah, I have that outfit too. Again, it's not as thick, it's a little thinner, but I like the range. I like thick and thin. It doesn't all have to be the same. So yeah, here we go. The Acer, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it, swimsuits. This one's alright. It just kind of gives you a thick, kind of curvy one-piece suit. It's two colors, white and blue, and either comes with a Dovahkiin sticker on the front of the shirt or it doesn't. So it's alright. It's only 6 megabytes, so it was one of the earlier ones I actually downloaded too. So I just keep it on there, more sentimental value. And yeah, this is just a patch for the UMPB mesh. I'm not sure if I'm still rocking that body. It might be the UMP. I'm not as familiar with the bodies. I'm still learning them. Alright, so the New Miller Chaos Star Bikini and the New Miller Daedric Bikini. These are alright. I like them. Again, they're not as thick, a little on the thinner side, but gives you some different colors and some skimpiness, and I like them. It's beefy wise, like megabyte wise, I wish they were a little smaller. 36 megabytes for that could be nicer, but yeah. This is a real simple, just black shirt with like a pink kitty and black undies, and I really like it. I think there's a few different body types that you can make, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while, but yeah, it's a small little file. Nice clothes. A secretary outfit. Yeah, it's pretty slick. It basically has a tie and yeah, some skimpy clothing. Comes in a few different colors, and it has some few different stockings and high heels. So that's why I like it. It's definitely not as lore friendly, but alright, so yeah, getting into some newer ones. I haven't got to test these out. These are one of the last few I downloaded when I noticed that I wasn't able to craft anymore. So I've been wondering if maybe these might have had something to do with it, but yeah, I really want to check these out, so stay tuned for future videos. I might be making some sort of video about this. There's an illegal one, proof that illegal ones still pop up. This was a terrorist succubus. It wasn't 100% skimpy, not 100% not safe for work, but it definitely was bridging more on that line of not safe for work. I'm keeping it because there's some aspect of it that I really like. It's the top or bottom. I think I like it that you can combine, like you don't have to, it's not just one outfit. I can't remember why exactly, but I'm holding on to it for now at least. All ladies are young, self-explanatory, gets rid of all the old hags. So yeah, that's a good one. I really like that one. Definitive Beauty Pack. This got removed, and I think it's just because the guy made a mistake or left it in the work in progress section or something. There is a newer version of this up. I just haven't downloaded it yet, so I'm pretty sure it's the same exact one. Basically just gives you some more options and makes it so you can beautify your ladies a little easier. Yes, TLS busty werewolves. I haven't got to see this one yet, so I don't know how great it is. But I was thinking, you know what? I got a female theme going on in my game. Let's just make the werewolves a little busty too. So yeah, I got that one. And some hairdos. This is pretty much the same as the Fallout version I have. In fact, I think it's exactly the same. Might have a few different ones, but yeah. Tons of different hair. Amazing follower tweaks. It is a mod rendition that, let's see, it manages outfits, spells, combat style, home assignments, level up. Yeah, I like this one. This makes it pretty easy for me to just go in and tweak what I want. It's a slick little mod. I like it. Just basically adds more features for when you're talking to your followers. This is a really nice little home. It's over by Dragon's Reach Bridge, wherever, just south of Solitude. It's that one bridge right there. It adds a home right there with a bunch of cherry blossom trees sitting out front. It lags your game when you go up to it, so I'm thinking I might delete it. I might get rid of it because I haven't really used it much, but it's a beautiful player home. I'm just testing it out. I haven't tested out many player homes in this one, so I'm just trying it out. So Immersive Dragon AI. This one's pretty slick. It says vanilla dragons are already slightly tougher than the base game. Their damage were increased by 2%. Defense given a 5% bonus. Have more abilities. You can determine. So yeah, you basically can edit and change how you want. You can turn on and off the random dragon attacks, which I've done because sometimes it gets really annoying. And dragons attack every 6 days instead of every 3. They have more than one level to them. And so yeah, it's basically just kind of fleshes out the dragon side. It's pretty cool. And I have another one that will, here, the next one, Talkative Dragons. It basically takes some of the text that's already in game and makes it so the dragons are shooting their mouths off more, which, you know, for super genius old sentient beings, you think they'd be talking a lot more. So this mod fixes that. New Adventures Wardrobe. This is awesome. This makes it so you can start off on however you want to start with whatever gear you want, and you can create any starting character you want. I love it. I haven't got to try it out yet, but I downloaded it because I was thinking of making a male character. So yeah. Immersive Movement. Now, I don't know if I've noticed much in this game, but it says the pacing's more realistic, so you might find you approaching situations slightly different. So humans move much slower, and different types of weapons will further affect mobility. Sneaking is slower. You actually feel like a person who has weight. See, I don't know. Maybe I'm used to the newer games, and newer games have been doing that more. And this is something I've been using since the beginning, because I don't really can't think off the top of my head if this would really help, but I'm guessing it would. I'm guessing if I took it off, the game would feel lighter and cheaper. So I'm gonna keep it on. Alright, Luminous Atronox. Yeah, this basically, all the different kind of spell creatures you summon, it lights up the area. It looks really cool in the dungeons. Now, this is going against my frame rate kind of stuff, but I figured since I have all the other frame rate stuff, this might help balance it out. So I haven't really noticed much of a difference when it comes to frame rate, and it's a cool little mod. I like it. Weather utilities, awesome little mod, makes it so you can change what type of weather instantly throughout your powers. Wearable Lanters, this ties back into the torches. I was walking around for hours in dungeons, and I was just thinking, this is cool, but I'm tired of looking at my left hand in the screen. So this makes it so you can wear a torch, pop it on, and it's kind of like a Pip-Boy for Fallout. It just lights up the area around you, and it's awesome. I really like it. When you crouch, it turns off, so you can be sneaky and all that. It's pretty slick. Tranquil main menu replacer. Yeah, this just makes it so I have just nice tranquil sound of nature when I start my game. TS eye blink and body language. Yeah, this one's a slick one. Gives it so he's blinky, blinky, blinky characters. And it adds some different idle animations that they do. And this is the top. I don't know if these conflict with each other or if they just work well, but I haven't noticed much of a difference. They seem to do different animations. It's just another animation idle mod because it's really generic, the vanilla base. And again, lifelike idols, just more idols just to make it so my female companions look more realistic as they're chilling. Okay, let's see. Adora idol female. See, I have a few of them. Testing them out. I haven't quite figured out exactly which ones I like and which ones can work with each other yet, so there's a few of them. Here's some body replacers. This is the The one that I've used the most right here, the 7B Opie, which 7B I guess stands for 7 base. And it's, I really, really, really like it. I like it way better than CBBE. This one above it is basically a super thick version. So if you like the super thick girls, this one's, I have them both just because they're smaller megabytes and sometimes I feel like rocking it. But some of the outfits I have from earlier put this body on my lady or whoever when they wear the outfits. So I'm both just in case. Now this is a newer one. This is the bikini I was wearing the other day. If you notice, the skin tone with the tan lines didn't show up, and I was wondering if that might be because I have it under the body. I might have to put this above the body, and that might work. But honestly, this tan lines is a little funky. When I saw it, I was like, ooh, this is kind of nice. But then I immediately thought, oh, I might get tired of it. So I kind of like how I have it already defaulted with the skin tone of this one. And yeah, I have the muscle definition just in case I feel like rocking a little more muscular ladies. It's alright. I think what it is, the main reason I don't like it is the back end. The back itself, like the back bones look a little too thin. Like they look like the lady's starving a bit. So I think that's the main reason I don't have it. But I keep it because it's only 1.7 megabytes. Next is a mod that you need when you're rocking these bodies. It says you need this XP32 maximum skeleton, so I don't know much about it other than it's needed for the body mods. The Morgan's pose collection, slick little mod, very similar to Dave the Drunk's poses, a little harder to use. I like how Dave's is just a gun, you can just shoot it and choose from what you want. This one you actually go through, you get a ton of different rings, and you put whatever you want on, and some of them are selectors, so you can choose different ones, but it's a little more complicated, but I do believe there's more poses. Again, I'm not 100% adverse in it. I need more experience playing around with it. Free camera, I was talking about this earlier, I tested it out, it's not terrible. Apparently it can go on the Z-axis, but I haven't figured out how to go up and down. I haven't plugged in my wireless keyboard yet, so I'm not quite sure if that will work. But yeah, I'm testing it out, and one of the other mods I started using, I noticed has a free camera too. I think it's the dance. Yeah, the dance mods has a free camera as well, so I'm going to play around with those, see if I can get a little more aerial views and stuff like that. Okay, so I really like this one. This basically makes the ladies a little more anime when it comes to Khajiits and the Argonians. So they're a little more human looking, but still with like the facial features. I haven't fully tested it out. I'm not as adverse in this one, but I liked it just because I wanted to see what it looked like. More females, self-explanatory. This basically just kills all the males, so it's just females everywhere. I thought it was a little too overkill, but I think I'm going to use it for when I play a male character. So I'll just be a male character in a land of females, except for key characters. Like key main characters will be still male, but everyone else will be female. Enhanced blood textures, I like this one. It seemed to lag for me on Fallout. I'm having an okay time with it on this one. I think this is one of the ones that you have to be careful when deleting. That you have to, if you just delete it. Let's see if I scroll down. I think the one on Fallout. Yeah, okay, so you see at the very bottom. If you're uninstalling, make sure you are in an indoor location with no other blood decals or your game will crash on loading. So yeah, you got to be really careful with that one. So yeah, because I think I had something similar. I just remember something with Fallout, like I was having an issue with that one. Alright, smithing cheat dagger. Again, tying in with the smithing, it makes it so you get a dagger and you can just I think it makes it so you get your 100 level quick, something along those lines. It ties in. I needed it for something. I can't remember exactly, but control, this one's pretty cool. It expands the hotkeys so you can have more than just a couple at a time, and it really is awesome. So yeah, instead of 2 hotkeys, you can now use 8 all in the D-pad, and it makes the gameplay much smoother on the fly instead of constantly pausing and stuff like that. It is awesome. Highly recommended. More Tavern idols. Immersiveness. Ever download mods like Immersive Patrols or any other mod from populated mods? Figure out that the NPCs do not know how to behave? So this places more markers giving NPCs extended interaction areas and inns. So yeah, just more immersive taverns. Alternate start. Okay, so I may have been mistaken with that other one earlier. This one is what I was mentioning. It basically will let you start as anything. Okay, so the first one that I was talking about, it basically lets you start with anything, and this one gives you a bunch of preset choices of a bunch of different kind of lifestyles that you can start on. Really cool. I've only looked at it briefly, but it just, especially if you really want to role play, this is the one for you. It gives you a ton more options. Alright, so yeah, we're getting down there. Darker Distance LOD. This is another one, just level of detail. It just helps with frame rate, I believe. I can't say 100%, but honestly, anything that deals with level of detail and deals with textures and stuff like that and lights, if you're cutting it down and lowering the scale on it, it should be increasing frames. Lively Graphic Overhaul. This is basically, as far as I can tell, just a saturation. It just makes things pop out a little bit more. Nothing fancy. I like it. I try to keep vanilla when it comes to kind of the actual look of it. So, this one I love. The Great Forest of Whiterun Hold. The entire open area of Whiterun now has a forest, and it makes it feel almost like a new game. It is awesome, and I highly recommend it. I don't know why Bethesda didn't do it. Oh, it's because Bethesda is great at not making great decisions. So it's a good one. It's only 2.48 megabytes. It's really awesome. It may lag down a bit, but if you have, like me, a lot of the grass and clutter stuff, it's been stable for me every time I'm running around that area. Secular Settlements. It adds a few new places, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Aurora. I got to check out a couple of them. They're really cool. I like this. I like just adding little new locations, little new encampments. Landscaped fixes for grass mods. So yeah, this, if I believe, changes landscape to reduce grass clipping through objects and restore lost details. So yeah, just another one with small little details that's just killing frames. It doesn't need to be. Plant Animation Remover. Here's another one. Just gets rid of all the animation for small plants. Like, I don't care. Whatever gives me more frames. A Water Overhaul. As far as I can tell, this one's pretty beautiful. It's good looking, and it adds a detail of reflection that is a little more realistic on the water itself. So Insignificant Object Remover, this one's great. There's a ton of little clutter, especially when you're running through the grassy lands, of tons of little rocks and stuff that you never see. And this kills it all, gets rid of it, and it boosts your frames. Make it silky smooth, or at least smoother. This one's awesome. Quality world map. It makes the map better, easier to see. And I believe this is the one that gets rid of the fog, so it just makes it clearer. Oh, that's the next one. This is an add-on for it. It basically will clear up any clouds so you can see. I really like this map. It's beautiful. Better Skies just supposedly makes the skies a little nicer, makes the Aurora Borealis a little more poppin', and yeah, I like it. Here we go. Bloom Remover, another frame rate deal. Yeah, get rid of bloom. It kills frames. You're never staring up at the sky anyway, so yeah, just get rid of it. Again, disable God Rays, another thing, just killing frames. Yeah, it can look cool when you're walking down the forest and you get the light rays going through and stuff, but as soon as you kill those God Rays, you're going to notice an increase in your frames. So yeah. No Screen Blood, I like this one. I don't know if it helps with the frame rate. It may, but it basically makes it so no blood splatter. I'm almost at the end here, guys, and we're going to wrap it up. These went much longer than I thought. I've been trying to talk fast and go over them, but I figured this is the best way to just go through my load order instead of recommendation stuff. Just go through it. All right, so yeah, no screen blood, no blood on the screen. And a Master Skin Fix. This was for something, I can't remember what it is for. I cannot remember why I got this, but there's a reason I have it, and it is the last mod on my load order. So yeah, that's it. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you think I can fix, what I have in the wrong areas. And yeah, until next time, give me some ideas. Let me know what you want to see. And catch you around. See ya.